the Delusional Series, compiled according to the teachings of the Master, author Fafu. The Delusional Series. Part 11. Thought. Just as we instinctively put on clothes before leaving our homes, our thoughts and behaviors are often guided by habitual patterns. These patterns are formed through our experiences and reinforced over time. For example, we speak the language we have learned, and we cannot spontaneously produce a language we have never encountered. Similarly, our minds construct our understanding of the world based on our past experiences. When we try to apply past experiences to novel situations, we often make mistakes. This is because the present moment is unique and cannot be fully comprehended through the lens of the past. Therefore, it is essential to recognize that our seemingly uncontrollable thoughts are merely habitual patterns that have been conditioned by our past experiences. These patterns operate automatically, without conscious effort. We've all engaged in this practice of weaving narratives from the stories we've consumed, whether through books, movies, or other media. We seamlessly incorporate these elements into our own mental constructs, making them feel entirely natural and relevant. However, when we become excessively engrossed in such imaginative pursuits, it comes at the expense of our real-world responsibilities. Our studies, work, and personal life suffer as we become increasingly detached from reality. In essence, this habit of excessive fantasizing prevents us from achieving our goals. This destructive pattern is a product of our own cultivation, a habit we have nurtured that ultimately hinders our success. Therefore, your work will suffer, at the very least due to the time wasted on these idle thoughts. More seriously, it can lead to errors in your studies, work, and even interpersonal relationships. You may find yourself procrastinating or engaging in unproductive activities. Why? Because you might harbor doubts about someone's words, perhaps feeling offended or attacked. This can lead to a cycle of resentment and retaliation, where both parties become entangled in a negative feedback loop. By continuing to indulge in these idle thoughts, you are essentially feeding and strengthening them. These thoughts have already grown powerful and have a significant impact on your life. Yet you continue to nurture them. We should strive to minimize the importance we place on these thoughts and eventually eliminate them altogether. Each time you entertain a thought, you provide it with energy, allowing it to grow stronger. The more energy you give it, the more it will dominate your mind. I've emphasized this before. It's simple. Follow the rules and let your thoughts run their course. Since these thoughts have become automated, trying to suppress them is futile. Engaging in a battle with your own thoughts is counterproductive. Over time, if you consistently deny these thoughts the energy they crave, they will gradually weaken and eventually dissipate. In other words, by withholding energy, you're essentially draining their power. Once they are depleted of energy, they will cease to exist. So, the solution is simple. Stop feeding them. Follow the rules and your thoughts will naturally subside. In Buddhism, the Buddha is considered supremely enlightened. He presented numerous precepts for his followers to abide by, regardless of whether they fully understood the underlying reasons. These precepts, such as the prohibition against killing, are designed to lead practitioners away from suffering and towards happiness. While understanding the rationale behind these precepts is beneficial, simply following them can also yield positive results. This is because the precepts themselves are designed to foster well-being. Those who follow the precepts with understanding are acting wisely, while those who follow without full comprehension are still adhering to the path of virtuous conduct. The key point is to shift one's focus away from idle thoughts and onto the adherence to these precepts. This is what is meant by following the rules.